So this is the Bluetti EB55, and I'm going to change the lights which are fed with a 230. I'm going to change the lights to 12 volt and we're going to come off the DC output there. Hello and welcome to the channel where I will be mostly converting an ex-Royal mail van into a camper, firstly to tour the UK and Europe, exploring the great outdoors, but mostly searching for lost history, which I will be uploading and bringing to my other channel of History Revisited UK. A big reason for this is to escape day-to-day life. With this camper I will be able to escape the matrix, which will hopefully make me feel more alive. I'm just in Wales, just come for the weekend to do some detecting on the beach. So if you want to see what stuff I find, it's my other channel, History Revisited. What I'm doing here now, I've got my NGT pan, belting little pan this. Not big enough to be honest, but I've only got one camping stove, so it's big enough I'd have to get two. I haven't even checked the weather, but I'm hoping it's going to be as nice as today, but just clearer. See if it's a good swill. Some seaweed in there and a bit of flavour. Now we saw the chicken that I made in this the other day, and it took me 2 days to eat it. I had to get some yogurt sauce and I had to get some wraps. It was so, the peppers that I put in it, the chilies, sorry, I thought it was just sweet like peppers, and I didn't even try them before I put them in. So I put half a bag in, I've thrown the other half a bag away, and it absolutely blew my socks off. When I was cooking it, I had to jump out the van. I jumped out the van because I was coughing and spluttering because of the spice, and I knew then. It wasn't even nice, I'd say, because it weren't even burning, it was actually painful. So 2 mince burgers, cheese, loads of chestnut, mushrooms because they're on offer in Aldi, some chicken, all cuts in a hot butter. How good this is for mental health. It's better than any medication. Bit of solitude, being out, meeting new people, just getting away from the stuff that society thinks you've got to do, and you've got to earn money. But there's more to life than worrying about bills. That's why a lot of people have problems just getting out, minimalising everything, not taking things for granted. Water, gadgets, stuff like that. It's nice just to disconnect from it all, to be honest. I'm gonna have a good 2-3 days, just enjoy being out and about. I'm gonna see some castles, have a look around the village, or we'll do some more detecting. I'm gonna have to get a fishing rod. I'm gonna get a fishing rod, do some fishing on the channel and cook it and eat it like a survivor. So the items that will be mostly needing are a bit of tape, some wire cutters, screwdriver. These are the touch sensitive downlights, dimmable downlights that I'll be putting in. They're a lot smaller than the ones I've got in, so I'm gonna have to put one of these in, just so I can place it in the hole that I've already cut. So I got 2 of them there, $5.99 each, not a bad price. And this DC 5521 5.5mm will fit. Yeah, it fits straight into the 12 volt 10 amp outlet. Now I've got this from installing Ring doorbells. It's better to have black and red, positive and negative, but I'll just bell this out using some testers. This runs up to 24 volt. Use some testers and taping it up to identify the live conductor. It's a 2-plate system, this. A 2-plate system, you go to the switch. A 3-plate system, your live goes to your lights. So all we need is cable from this plug up to feed the switch. Then you've got your live and neutral at the switch then. One cable from there up to here for some LED lights across there. If I was running, I'd have to run another cable up to that light, then to that light, and then if you've got any other lights to that light, to that light, and so on. And I'm not too sure about the third light yet. I might just change that to a 2-gang. And I forgot my torch, so I'm doing it in the dark yet again. I do know what the other switch is for. The other switch is going to be for a 12 volt fan. I'm going to have a skylight that opens with a fan on, so that'll be the first switch. So got it covered. When I'm on site, all the other trades absolutely love electricians because they're forever turning lights off, but everybody's got to work in the dark. Then I found my torch and I'm just going to show. So we've got the plug on there, the D5221 is it, that will go in live and neutral. Tagged the live there, so the live, that cable then comes to the switch. The live comes down into the first common and then link it over to the second common, link it over to the third common. So that's switch 1, switch 2, switch 3. And then you've got your outgoing, which is L1, L1, L1. What I'll do with the neutral that comes in, that we use as a neutral, will go to the neutral, each lighting circuit. So I've got that one in now. Each lighting circuit neutral will all connect in a connector block with this. This will go on the outgoing of the switch, which will be L1 at switch 1. So I want to be able to switch the fan on and off independent of the lights. So I've got a separate cable going up there, which will be for the fan, which will go in switch 3. So that'll be the switch wire for the fan. The neutral will be up there, and this is the switch wire for my lights. I'll put another cable in from here, just up, pop out there, ready for the LED strip, and that'll be the same. The neutral from that will go to the neutral feed. The neutral from the fan will go to the neutral feed, which is there. So all the neutrals get connected together, and then each cable that goes out, the neutral goes to that, and then the switch wire just goes into the corresponding switch we want. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Now there's 3 ports there, so if you count the 2 B5221s, so I am going to put my fridge in there, I think, on another one of them connectors. I've got a 12 volt fridge, and I will be getting a 12 volt compressor fridge, and then I can have my diesel heater, the car cigarette outlet. So I've got 3 items there. I've got the lights, I've got the fridge, and I'll have the diesel heater. I mean, what else do you need? I've got 240 power to my sockets. I've got an inverter of 500 watts to charge the Bluetti up from the van when I'm traveling. I've got a 100 watt solar panel, which we'll be changing to a 200 watt solar panel. So I think I've got everything covered to be quite self-sufficient. I can't wait to get this 12 volt fridge. That'll be a purchase coming up soon. So the plug is here. Let's plug that in. Take that out so it's in way. 12 volts. Just light on. A warm white, which I'm happy about, to be honest. Now let's see if these are dimmable by touch. It doesn't look like it. Why is that? I'm sure I've got the dimmable ones. Why can't they were dimmable by touch? No, I'm not happy. Where's my phone? Right, I'm just going to check these lights out, what I've ordered. I might not have to. Where's the invoice? I do like the low light like that, but I ordered dimmable ones. If I ordered dimmable ones, they're the ones I want. Right, I can't see now because I've been looking at that light. White bezel, 2 watt, warm white, 10 to 30 volts DC, dimmable. Hang on, what's this? If I touch the van, and now I touch it, no. Oh my God. What are you playing at? No, that's not dimming. Absolute nightmare. Right, it's all gone peak wrong. Let me get the other one. Let's get my light up there. This is why I've got these, because the dimmable ones, I was struggling getting the other ones in dimmable, plus the 12 volt as well. But the dimmable by touch, I need to check the eBay thing. I can't find my invoice. It's going swell. Alright. Oh man, I'm colourblind. I'm colourblind all of a sudden. It's because I've looked in that light. Right. Red to black, black to blue, and blue to bits. Not happy. Dropped one. Dropped a big bollock. They're not dimmable by touch. I'll get a dimmer. I'll get a dimmer switch, which will dim and make sure I get dimmable LED lights there. The good thing is though, the other 2 lights were pulling 9 watts when they were both on. Only draws 2 watt. Now, they're 3 watt a piece. So, they mustn't be on full power. I have reversed into something yet again, and I think it's that sensor needs looking at. As soon as I put it in reverse, it thinks I'm going into a wall again. So, yeah, it just stays on, even though there's nothing behind me. You know what gets right up my nose? There's a wheelie bin there. This. What is that? What is that all about? McDonald's. Beer. I don't like teenagers, to be honest. Look, vermin. I mean, it's not like there's not a bin there. So, get myself a bag. I'll do my bit for the for world cleanliness, like I do on the metal detecting channel. Taking loads of dangerous metals and crap out the ground. Don't get thanked for it though. Yeah, even the council won't let you on the parks that are full of crap in the ground to clear it out. And while you're doing it, you're saving a bit of history as well, which people like. People actually watch it, watch history being brought out the ground. Why should I be doing this though? You know, I might get in contact with the council and say, look what I've done, are you going to let me do the same to your parks? Right, took me 2 minutes. 2 full minutes it took me that. Yeah, well, not surprising, the bin is actually empty. There we go. Getting some more of the carpet done on this side. Then there's going to be a wooden trim that goes and hides that. I can trim it off. I'm going to cut this now about there and chuck it in, and I think I'll go from there, which joins onto that, down to the bed. Same on that side. It's going to be boxed in a little bit there. Then I'm going to leave this white, and I'm going to have a big wooden keystone above the door there. So it runs both sides of the van. Similar colour to what I'm having with wood. But it's more for the texture, you know, just something a bit different. The life for me, I couldn't explain what look I'm going for. So I saw someone else put their van up, and it's exactly the same as what I'm doing, and it's called rustic. I'm going for the rustic look. So there's going to be browns, greens, white, and there's going to be a lot of wood. I mean, if you really use your imagination, they look like wooden beams on both sides, which will go down the pillars. I've got my wooden worktops. This is going to be that colour green. White cupboards right across the top. Got wood going across there. I'm not too sure on the floor, but I might go for a wood. Lino. Is it called vinyl or lino? We used to call it lino, vinyl. Same thing. Which will just be white proof. All the paint that's going on is going to be a silk, so I can wipe it down. I can still see what's going on. I can still see what's going on. And I'll sort this mess out now that I made. Make it look nice and smart. I'll put a dimmer on. That'll be on for next episode. The dimmer switch. And a bit more progress, especially with units and plying and just getting it tidied up now. More or less there. Just got to get some shelving in, some doors on, some boxing in, ply on there. The one above the door I have got rid of. It just seemed too much. So just having that long one and then one across there will do with the storage in the kitchen. And now it does look a lot better. It feels a lot better not having this out as well on this side. I'll be changing this because I put the frame in for the seat. You sit there and try and get that table up. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to have a seat this side. I'm going to move this across so you can get in, flip the table up. You've got something to eat off, work off. I mean, you've got that side there as well and that side. So yeah, be nice and contained in that section. Be able to look out the window. So that's all for this week. Have a good bank holiday weekend.